Hello, this is the first expert talk of this year of 2023. We have been organizing activities as part of the Action Research in School Education eTwinning featured group since the beginning of January. We have been working and meeting online even before that during 2022, the end of the year. So we were constantly having online activities as part of the group. I am very grateful for each expert, for each ambassador who decided to come and join and contribute to our activities. And it's a tremendous pleasure to present you today two very, very hardworking eTwinning and Scientix ambassadors, two very good friends who decided to come and share from their experience, from their expertise today. I will let them present themselves. I just want to personally congratulate Mariapia Borghesan for taking the time to join us. I know her from previous eTwinning projects. I know her from Scientix. She has a very, very great articles there. Check out her contribution there. I'm sure that she will speak about innovation today also. And a very good friend of mine, another eTwinning. I don't know which title is more important. The expertise and the willingness to share is more important for both of them. Cristina Nicolăiță, who also will try to motivate you to speak about very important eTwinning and Scientix benefits for you as eTwinners. I will give the floor to them, but before letting them saying a few words, I will share with you a link in the chat. I really want to know who is here today, and I won't use Menti this time. I have decided to use a Padlet. Actually, it's an old Padlet we started as part of the group last year, so maybe we can contribute with it in the following activities as well. So let me just post the link to the chat, and then I will give the floor to Mariapia and to Cristina to say a few words, and then in the same order to share their presentations and to inspire us with their knowledge. Thank you, girls, for accepting to be here today, and for everyone who joined today. Please use the chat, open the microphones, ask them, use this opportunity to interact with our experts. They are here to share. So thank you, Cristina and Mariapia. You have the floor. Maybe you say a few words before the presentations.
Thank you, Emese. Thank you very much for inviting me in this beautiful meeting. It is always a pleasure to share ideas and to meet new eTwinners and to have the opportunity to exchange good practices. Is always a good opportunity, not only for the people, but also for the expert to know something more and to get in contact with the beautiful teachers all over the world. I'm Mariapia Borghesan. I'm a math and science teacher. I teach in a small village in the north of Italy. My students are about 11 to 14 years old. I am also an eTwinning and a Scientix ambassador. I like to join a European project, to try to change my way of teaching in order to get my students more motivated in the topics that are related to my curriculum. And now, Cristina.
Thank you, Mariapia. And thank you, Emese, for inviting me. My name is Cristina Nicolăiță. I am a teacher of physics and IT, but this year I'm only teaching physics in a town in the south of Romania. I don't know if I consider myself an expert, maybe an eTwinner that was committed to try as many possible approaches to teaching and learning as possible. So this is how I ended up in Scientix, in Code Week, in Meet and Code, in every other project that I intend to introduce to you also today. My students are 12 to 15, and they love working in projects. And we are preparing now for new eTwinning Erasmus activities, because our last eTwinning projects are connected with our Erasmus Plus projects. So let's start.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Cristina. Thank you, Mariapia. So let's start with Mariapia.
Okay.
And once again, just a reminder, please use the chat. Please ask questions, because the topics are very interesting, very important, and very, very, very actual.
Just a moment. Okay. So I just talked before about me. You can see where is my small village. It's not far from Venice. My region is Veneto. It's a beautiful region in Italy. And now I want to start to my presentation, taking into consideration the annual eTwinning Years theme, that is innovation and education. When I was preparing my presentation, I decided to take a look to these annual themes and to read the quotes that I'm going to share with you, because I think some aspects are really connected with my presentation and what I'm going to propose to you. The first point is social innovation in schools. And the aim is to create spaces to collect pupil suggestions and to give more weight to pupils' expression, ideas, and better integrating their priority and needs. I think it is an important point, because we have to teach, of course, the topic related to the curriculum, but first of all, I think we have to teach children to become citizens, active citizens. So it is important to start to give them a voice, to allow them to express their opinion, and to learn how to express an opinion in a right way, and so on, or how to collect ideas. Another point really important is the well-being in schools. In Italy, we have a really heavy percentage of students that are not well in school. They are stressed, they are bored. Also, teachers experience burnout frequently. So the mental and emotional well-being is a crucial issue in schools, and we have to take care of this aspect, because I think students are not able to learn if the environment is not a good environment for them, and also for the teacher. Of course, there is innovation, you know, and eTwinning is really motivated to innovation, and one of the goals of eTwinning is really innovation. Even when you prepare you fill the form to receive the national quality label, you have to express how your eTwinning project is innovative. And the other two aspects are the connection with the local organization. That is the point I want to underline in my presentation. And this is important because students can get in touch with the community, they can have a more experience outside the classroom, and they can work in different way, learn in a different way, and have the opportunity to improve their skills in a way that is maybe more interesting, more motivating for the students. And also, it is important that the development of an interest in innovation about ICT, artificial intelligence, and so on. So first of all, I want to underline some words and some quotes that I find that are so interesting in these annual themes. I want to point up to social innovation, community connection, popular expressions and ideas, promote pupils and teachers' well-being, and the collaboration with the local bodies and organizations. And I think that you also can find some important words in the annual themes, and it would be nice to have your opinion expressed in the chat, maybe, or in the Padlet after my presentation. So I would like to share some activities and good practices that I experienced during my previous eTwinning project related to this topic and to this word. For the first point, social innovation. We organized in the past a social campaign or exhibition outside the schools. It is important for the student, as I expressed before, that students can have a voice, have their opinion, and it is important for them to start to express the opinion, the ideas, and become active citizens. Another opportunity that we have in our school is children's councils. There is a way that students experience how democracy works because they start preparing the electoral list, they prepare a plan, they have the vote, and then they choose their major, the little major, and then when we have the new major, these students is invited in the city hall by the real major of our village, and that is a sort of event open to the community, and the children major present the idea to let our school become better, to make some works, to change something, to organize something in a different way. So this is aims, his goals. We usually have other social campaign, for example, about the bees. You know, bees are experience a bad moment because of pollution. So every year, and we have this social campaign for the bees around 20th of May. And about the mental and emotional well-being, I'm sure that the Twinning project is a good opportunity to improve well-being, because students have the possibility to have a different approach to learn, an approach that is more motivating, more creative. Students have the possibility to get in contact with other peers or around Europe to see. I'm impressed because when we have the video conference, students take a look at the classroom outside our classroom, the other classroom, and say, oh, teacher, there is the desk, it's similar to us. There are posters. Oh, but they are similar to our classroom. You know, all over Europe, classrooms are almost the same. So it is important to have this contact with the peers, to share ideas, to collaborate, to enjoy a different learning. I think it is important also for teachers, because eTwinning allows personal development. So even teachers can share ideas, good practice, learn each other. But the most important thing for me is to feel to be part of a community. I work in a very small school. We are only a few teachers, only another teacher with the same topic of mine. So only another teacher with math and science topic. So it is not easy to have to share a lot of ideas, to improve, to have personal development, to find colleagues that are interested like you in the same aspect, in the same goals, in the same topic. So eTwinning is a very big community, so also Scientix, and in this way you can find someone that is like you, that has your interest, that are that consider important the same thing you consider important. So it is very, very nice for your well-being. If you are not so interested, if you are not a possibility to exchange a lot of ideas with your colleagues in your school, you have a big community that allows you to share, to learn, to meet new friends, and so on. So it is important for me. And when the teacher feel well, probably the students feel worse. The climate in the classroom become better, and so the student can learn easily and can enjoy to go to school, and they can learn in a good situation. I'm sorry, but I'm not used to talking English every day, so my English is quite bad. I hope you can understand me. This aims, this goal is reached by an eTwinning project in every eTwinning project. It's not important the topic of the eTwinning project, the activity that you do, but you feel part of the community, and this opportunity is reached by every eTwinning project, I think. About the connection with the local organization, it is important for me because I consider that school is a sort of a cultural hub, especially in small towns or in a village like mine. So school is important, is a vital part of the community, and it is really necessary that school collaborate with the community and the community collaborate with the school. It is important that the community knows what happens inside the school, what our students are doing, what are their challenges, what are they create, what are their ideas. And so it is important that students are connected with the real life outside the classroom. It is not the learning is not ended at the end of the school day. There is life outside the classroom. You have to make a connection between the real life, the community, and what you teach and what students learn inside the classroom. It is really important that. So in a small village, this is, in my opinion, easily, because we are not we are only 2,000 people in my village, so it is easy to know personally the mayor, the local administration, the association that are in our village. So you can create projects together, you can engage other actors in the project that you are carrying on at school. And so in this way, our students can improve their skill in the real situation. They became more competent, but in the real situation, not only studying the problem that is on the math test, on the physics test, but the real situation in the village or in the town that they live. So, for example, an activity that we made during the project I'm in love with the green earth is to celebrate the 3-day in November. We asked the collaboration of the municipality, and the municipality bought the trees, and they give us these trees for our school garden. You can see in the photo the students that are preparing the place for the trees, but also the woman that is preparing is our major that come to this day. We create an event open to all the community, so not only for the student and the teacher, but also for parents and all the people living in our village. And we have this great opportunity to have new trees in our school garden, so we have a good environment around the school. And you know, the platform is quite different now. So I put the link for my project, but it's not so easy to navigate in the TwinSpace now because of the problem related with the ESAP platform. Another activity is the B-Day. We celebrate the B-Day in May, and also I asked the municipality for a contribution, and they bought the bee-friendly plants. We create a flower bed. Even in this case, we create an event open to the population. And the eTwinning project related to this activity is the project called Busy. It's the project that I made with a partner in Greece. And you can see in this photo, in one, there is my school and the flower bed. In the other photo, there is the same celebration in Greece that happens in the same. We have the practical activities in the same day in Italy and in Greece. And this is the link for the project. And another good idea, in my opinion, is to prepare an exhibition and to ask the municipality to host the exhibition in the city hall or in other space that the municipality allows you to use, because in this way students prepare something that is going to be shown outside the school, outside the classroom, and the people in the village, in the town can go and see this exhibition. So it is a way to give a voice to students, to motivate them to prepare something with interest, with pleasure. We have an exhibition about pollution, so students prepare posters, but also prepare objects with recycled materials and so on. And this activity was organized in the behalf of I'm in Love with the Green Earth project. The project involved schools even in Tunisia, and even in Tunisia we have the same campaign, the same exhibition outside the classroom. So people that are going to the city hall in order to have documents or to talk with the major can see what students are doing and what are their interests in the moment, what they are able to create. This is really motivating for the student. They are really happy to have the possibility to show something they created, something they prepare with their hand. And it is important for the inclusion of the student that maybe they are not so good with text, with standardized test, but sometimes are able to create something really nice with their hand, with the recycled materials, or they are able to create something at all, but it's important they have the possibility to show what they have created. And then you can exchange also the activity with your partners during a video conference. You can present what you prepare. You can do the same in different country, but in the same moment, in the same part of the project. So it's really important to see that, for example, during this we have the same campaign in Tunisia and in Italy, It was nice to see that we have the same topic, the same aims, the same ideas, and we try to raise awareness to the community about the topic related to plastic pollution or water pollution and so on. So it is, in my opinion, a good opportunity to motivate students to do something different, to learn in a different way. So I think this is also an innovation. You don't have to have a nice city, personal computer or whatever you like, but sometimes innovation is just to go outside the classroom or to do something in a different way. Maybe only using creativity from the student, from the teacher. And another opportunity you can use is ask local companies for contribution. We have a company in our village that is responsible for the waste treatment. And this company has an educational program, fortunately. And so the school can ask to have materials. In this case, I asked to have these wooden boxes to have an organic garden at school. So they give me the wooden boxes, the ground to plant our vegetables. They gave us the opportunity to have workshop in our school, and also to have the possibility to have hands-on activity for the students. In this case, an expert came to our school and helped students to realize recycled paper in the classroom. So it is important to have these experts that come and then enrich your teaching about the topic. So, you know, my activity are usually related to pollution environment because I'm really in love with this topic. But I think we can adapt the ideas to other topics. And I think you can try to include any of these activities in your eTwinning project or your next eTwinning project. Just use your creativity, and sometimes it's just you can just allow the students to be creative to propose ideas, because students in a good environment can express a lot of ideas. Sometimes I'm impressed by the idea that come from our students. They have a really nice idea. They have creative ideas. So sometimes we only have to let them the possibility to express that. So my presentation is finished. I thank you very much for attention. I would like to thank you very much, Emese, for this opportunity. And if you like to have more information, or if you like to get in contact with me, please feel free to write me an email. I will be happy to answer you, to collaborate, to meet you, and to share ideas. Thank you very much. I give the floor to Cristina for the second part.
Not before thanking you, Mariapia, for this inspirational presentation. I was looking at the images, and I was really listening to you very carefully, and I was just reminded the fact that we don't have to expect others to come to our school. So genial idea with the exhibition held at the municipality. So in that way, everybody from the community gets in touch with what you and your students are doing, and I think this is the essence of the eTwinning schools and of the eTwinning vibe. So really, really impressive.
Yes, it is also a good way to disseminate an eTwinning project, because if you talk with the students, with the family, okay, but the rest of the population, the rest of the people get not in touch with your your project and are not able to know what you are doing. So an exhibition outside the school, maybe in the municipality or in other public building, maybe the library, I don't know. Maybe also sometimes I think about asking the shop, maybe a shop that gives us the possibility only to use a small place for a poster, but it's important because the idea goes out of the school and reach all the people. It is important, especially if you want to raise awareness about the topic, about a problem. But it's important for students because they feel, when I ask my students, what do you like in this opportunity? They say, I can express my opinion, I have a voice, and it's really important for the democracy, for the innovation, for the citizens, and so on.
And what's important that that voice goes beyond the school walls, which is impressive. And I also noticed your bee day, which was really interesting, with community coming and planting flowers there. So many activities you have presented today, which kind of speak of well-being in your school. I would like to be a teacher in your school, and I would be very impressed to be a student. I would really like to be a student in such an environment. So it's not just the topic, it's the sense of belonging to a community and the sense of well-being. I think that's the word. So thank you.
Yes, I think it is one of my many. It is important for me, really important. And so I continue to propose activities and opportunity to enhance this sense of community and this well-being at school. Yes. Thank you very much, Ms.
Thank you so much. Please don't forget to add your photo to the Padlet also. And please let me remind everyone to present themselves. Even if they don't choose to use their own photo, they can choose an image that is representative for themselves. Cristina, now you have the floor. We are looking forward to another round of inspiration.
Okay, so I will share my presentation instead of Mariapia. Okay. Let me see if I can start. Just a moment. Okay. Can you confirm? Is everything okay? Okay. Some things about myself. I put on this slide other interests of mine besides eTwinning, because I am also a Scientix ambassador. This is the main project I will talk about, but also about other initiatives and projects that interconnected with eTwinning during my path after I joined eTwinning. So here you have my interest in Microsoft education. I am a Microsoft innovative education expert. Also, Code Week. I'm a Europe Code Week leading teacher for Romania starting 2019. And I am also involved in a very important, I would say, project on a national level, which is called CRED. In translation, I believe in education. This is my first, I would say, important project. that started to reach the STEAM approach, but at that point in 2011, that was not a very well-known notion, a very well-known methodology. It was called mathematicomics, and it was a runner-up for European eTwinning prizes. I was then in a rural school, and I can confirm that for a rural community, eTwinning is a big deal. Starting 2008, I worked in a rural school, and it was among the first schools that benefited from an internet connection in the area, because the local community found out about our interest in online projects. So because of eTwinning, our mayor made possible to have internet in our school. Because at some point I took students in my car in Caracal, the town I work now, and we went to an internet cafe. At that point, there was no internet everywhere like now. And when the mayor found out, brought internet in our school. So the first project reaching STEAM was this mathematicomics. Through animation, games, we proposed problems, math and physics problems, to the other teams in the project, and we would solve each other problems. It was a very nice way to learn maths and science. Then, starting 2012 till 2016, I was involved in other STEM projects, like the adventure of the little light bulb through the world of energy, where the light bulb was also a character in an animation film. Healthy and Happy, Travel with Me, Girls in ICT, STEM Club. All these projects were like a preview of the stronger and richer in activities project after I have met Scientix. So these projects were great projects before I have become a Scientix ambassador. That happened in starting 2017, but in 2016 was my first meeting, my first steps in the world of Scientix. I participated in the competition in STEM Discovery Week. So it was my first time participating in this campaign. It was then I participated in a meeting called Skilling Up the Next Generation for an Innovative Europe Together. And for my big surprise, I was the winner by popular vote. I created an animation with XP that was called We Love eTwinning. Sorry, We Love STEM. My mind is always on eTwinning, of course. And I have also attended the Scientix Ambassador Training course. You must know that just as we speak, there is a new call for Scientix ambassadors. I will try to or maybe after I finish the presentation, I will put the link in the chat. So you should know that there are some conditions to participate. One of them is to finish a course on European SchoolNet Academy, and to participate this year also in the STEM Discovery Campaign, which is right now, as we speak, till the end of April. I will continue. And this is my first participation in Scientix workshop in Brussels, where I have met a lot of like-minded science enthusiasts, and I gain a lot of new friends, and with some of them I continued my projects both on eTwinning and Erasmus. So after this meeting, my Erasmus Plus story started. My first project was approved in 2017 after this meeting, and Typhoon, the gentleman in the picture, was my first partner, and we managed to write a very good project together. That was our first project, our first Erasmus Plus project, Active Minds, Moving Hands. It was a STEAM project, of course, but we at that point thought it as being a STEM project, because the STEAM methodology wasn't so known at that point. So the idea of the project came from other eTwinning projects. The STEM Club that won first prize in the national competition that year, and also What's the Weather, eTwinning Citizen 2016, that won the second prize. So the partners in the Erasmus Plus project was from these eTwinning projects. So we have known each other before starting the Erasmus Plus project. And you can see here, I don't know, I will try to access. So it seems I can access this one. This is the final result, one of the final results of our project. It was a tactile book, a tactile exercise book for students to learn about seasons, maths. I don't know. Sorry. For this, I will come back to the. Can you see?
We have seen the slide, the slide you you were on, but not the slide share.
No.
Maybe if you close this and open that in the browser, we can see it.
Okay, I will stop sharing this.
Because we have time, so.
Okay, if we have time, then
plenty of.
I will go there. Just a moment. So If we have time, I will put, you can see now the ambassador's call.
Yes.
And I will put this one in the chat. And I will try to, just a moment. Okay. Just a few moments, please. Okay. This is it.
Perfect. We can see it.
Yes. So we created this one because we had a lot of activities, even for impaired students, for hearing impaired, for students with difficulties in learning. So we created this tactile book, exercise book, for them to learn counting, to learn about seasons, about the human body, about the shapes. We had a tangram activity to learn about planets, time, and it was a very successful activity with our students. As you can see, the Romanian participants know that STEM, the acronym STEM, can be translated in Romanian știm, știință, tehnologie, inginerie, matematică, science, technology, engineering, maths, and știm meaning we know. So it was a great idea for our students. Okay, so I will go back to my presentation now. Okay.
Cristina, can I ask you, which year is the student that created the tactile book? It is really, really nice.
They were primary students in the 4th grade, so okay. 10, 11. Okay. 10 to 11, okay. when they have a lot of manual activities in their classes.
It's a really nice idea to introduce them to young people. Very nice. I love it.
Thank you so much. I collaborated with a lot of my colleagues that work with primary students, and they are very creative and very
yes. Sometimes me too go to the primary school and collaborate with the teacher, and also with the kindergarten, because I love to work with the children, the young children. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your nice words. So this was our first successful Erasmus Plus project, and we continued with this because everybody loved it. I go on with the 2018, sorry. When we had another project, this time it was a STEAM project. We were called ourselves STEAM ambassadors, and the project was called We Are Creating STEAM Embassies in the European Schools Network. And at the same time, I myself participated in a new competition, in this diversity in STEM competition, also for Discovery STEM Week. And this time the the prize was for a learning scenario I have created that was called Wish Women in Science Here and Now, that promoted women in STEM. And for this one, I was invited in a high-level conference in Malta. And it was, again, a new opportunity to meet new like-minded science enthusiasts. We gathered all these also in let me try this time new share. Okay, I hope this time I can change between them. Can you see now the STEAM ebook? Okay. So we gathered all the learning scenarios because that was the final product of our STEAM Erasmus Plus project in ebook with all the scenarios in the languages of the participants to the project, and you can find also in Italian, in Romanian. I will copy the link and also I will put it in the chat. Okay. I hope you will find a lot of STEM ideas there that can be helpful to develop interesting activities with your students. Okay, can you see now the presentation? Okay. In 2019 and 2020, two new opportunities connected with Scientix appeared. I was involved in. So I participated in a great team in a project called School-Based Study Groups for Online Teaching Professional. And I started to act like an leading teacher for Europe Code Week in Romania and participated in creating training activity, Coding for Sustainable Development. I will share again. Oh, please tell me if you can see the Canva. Okay, I will put the link now in the chat. So this is a very nice site that gather all the activities in the two phases of this pilot project. So at the beginning, we were 10 teachers from different countries in Europe that would create a study group in our schools and help our colleagues to complete MOOCs. We shared then our experience and created some kind of guides, and also shared our experience during a lot of workshop and webinars. And again, last year, it was a follow-up of this project, and Also, I will share with you the other. I don't know if you now can see the code week or, yeah.
Yes, we can see the code week.
Okay, so this is the activity I was a part of, coding for sustainable development goals, and my part was about women scientists, of course. I will put this link in the chat too. So if you are interested, you can enter here, watch the video, and find more information about it. Okay. The presentation. Can you see now the presentation? Okay, perfect. So I was also a winner of the competition for outstanding leaders, leading teacher for Code Week. And I think I don't have too much time. In 2021, it was again a team project that together with my dear colleague Gabriela Ilana Crișan and other teachers from Romania and the Republic of Moldova, was considered the best project of the year in the category Creative Use of Technology in eTwinning project. The project was called KaiNap, a coded map of the sky, where students used the SNAP program to draw the sky and the movement of the constellations and the planets. And it was a very, very creative project that involved nice activities like teacher teaching students, but also students becoming teachers and teaching us as teachers new things that we don't know about, new technologies that are in their interest. In 2022, new Erasmus projects started in my school. Two of them are connected with STEM and STEAM, but also the one about cyberbullying involve digital citizenship and use of internet and web tools. Improving STEM education across European schools, again, a very, very successful in the way that we had mentoring scheme for students where experts were invited to introduce them the STEM careers. And the last one, language development through digital tools. Not only that involve digital tools, but it uses CLIL, where the content integrated method is used. So science is everywhere in here too, because students learn English through science. And these are the last and the newest opportunities connected to Scientix. I am involved now. I was selected and I am working already for the a video for Scientix to promote STEM careers. I will participate in Science on Stage Europe, also to create videos for understanding our nature. And the last one, the course on European Schoolnet, AI in Education, where I am again group leader in my school, and I invite everybody to participate and prepare themselves for the Code Week this year. And that's all about me. I'm sorry. Oh, you
are perfect in time.
Thank you so much. So if you have any question, I am happy to answer you, no problem. I don't have anything else on my agenda right now.
Cristina, you have been amazing as usually. And I like to say it since I'm a language teacher, somehow, and I've seen this in the feedbacks we received every time when we had an online event. People are very interested in STEM topics, and somehow STEM related eTwinning projects are more interesting than the ones that we run as, I don't know, language teachers. And I envy you for that. And I try to learn as much as possible from the science project. I've seen that students really engage more, and I have seen that more competencies can be developed when the project is connected to real life. Also,
that's for sure.
Thank you not just for sharing about the project, thank you for sharing about the wonderful Scientix opportunities. I'm sure that people took notes. I will also send the slides so that they can use the links you have shared with them, and who knows, maybe search inspiration, and maybe we meet them next year as part of the outstanding leading teachers of the following Scientix activities. And actually what you both presented was a means of connecting eTwinning and Scientix and all the friends of eTwinning, and I'm tremendously grateful for this opportunity to both of you, to both of the experts presenting today. If there are questions, please ask them in the chat, or just open the microphone and ask the ladies, because they really know what they do. They are really experts in this topic, and maybe sometimes we have to speak about these wonderful things so that the community knows about them, because we know you as eTwinning ambassadors, but maybe more teachers could be motivated and inspired by your acts, by your activities. A mathematics teacher, a physics teacher doing amazing eTwinning projects, so it's possible, and it's motivating for students, and I think it's empowering. I think that what you are doing as part of your projects in your communities really makes a difference, and not just for the results, for the rewards you have received during these years as part of the national prizes and European prizes, but as part of what difference you have made in your classes. And I think that's the most important thing, the most important part, actually.
Yeah, in fact, if I may, a successful project is not always an awarded project. It's the project where students are more involved, and they, I don't know, they bloom during that project, and that is the most successful one.
I think you're
For
right.
me, the first one was great. I told you I was in a rural school in the Veselu. I think everybody knows in Romania where the Veselu is. Our first project was called A Living Map of Europe, where we exchanged cards from all over Europe and put it on a map and answer them. The postman was the most important person in our school that time. Every student was waiting for him So that project was not so successful in terms of awards or something, but was a beloved one by my students.
You are so right. I remember our first project was called Together. It wasn't a project with any award, and it was a project about getting to know each other. And I remember we created postcards because we didn't have, I live in a small town also, we have 10,000 inhabitants or so, but we didn't have postcards. So we had to create them and send them to Poland. Our first school we collaborated with was Poland. It was a school from Tichy, I still remember. So these projects are the ones, or the ones where students learn more for themselves, or for something with connection to real life, are the ones that remained valuable. Let me just thank you once again for being here, and maybe just a short reminder about our activities in the group. So let me share the screen. Tell me if you can see.
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to remind you is the fact that I'm really thankful for everyone who presented themselves in as part of. Okay, this stopped. Nothing is okay. So I will just use it like this because it doesn't want to. It doesn't. Okay, I have no mouse, so this is going to be without a mouse, but I have shared all the links with you in the chat, so you can use them there. It did froze. So if you feel like becoming or remaining a part of our community, please contribute to our Padlet. We are really interested in all the people who have a connection with us. So please, now or whenever you feel like, add your connection, add your activity, add your photo there, and then some words about yourself. Finally, I have to tell you that we are on the new ESSA platform. It's slow. It's really slow, but we are there. So the group has finally migrated. You have the group in the chat. I sent the link with you, but we will also use all the other social media platforms. We started to promote the activities until it will be fully functional. But everything we have been doing this year in terms of recordings, slides, are going to be there. I think that the recordings since January are already there, all of them. So you can go to the pages and check out what we have been discussing and sharing in the previous months. And of course, we would be glad to find you all as part of the members of the group. So please promote it, because now it's there, it's back on the ESSA platform. And since we want to reconnect with you, and we have been doing this as part of the activities while reconnecting with this amazing, connecting with these amazing ambassadors, we want to ask you now if you, because I know that you all do amazing works in terms of eTwinning, Scientix, Erasmus, and other projects. So if you have been doing research as part of your projects, if you have finalized an eTwinning or Erasmus projects and you want to disseminate your work, because yeah, I know that you have to disseminate and we have to disseminate. And this is as good as a municipality hall. Please use our Padlet and share about the amazing work you have done. Maybe write a few words about what you're presenting. We would be glad to showcase it as part of the group's activities. The link we've shared last time, it's still open. You will also have it. In the chat. You can share about amazing web tools you are using or have been using, and contribute to our activities. And also, we have a list. We have a list of activities. We have a calendar. It's already posted in the group. But if somebody decided to come and present us another amazing results from projects or another idea of activities to run, we would be more than happy to host you, to have you as part of our group's activities. So here is the doodle, or you can just write it in the chat box and tell us that, okay, we wanna I want to present, and we will get in touch with you. We really want to give the chance to as many eTwinners to have their voices heard as part of our group, to share the good news and then make others want to work on projects. And I want to raise awareness about a very important deadline we have now. Of course, that you know about the eTwinning annual team. I'm not talking about that now. Mariapia has been speaking about innovation also. But in terms of publishing your work, and I know that you do amazing things, and as part of the Action Research in School Education, we try to empower this kind of contribution also from teachers. If you want to write about your work, if you want to address the topics that are listed there, from competencies, from green competencies to digital competencies, you have there all the activities. You have here the links. Keep in mind that the deadline is the end of March, 31. So the end of this month. If you want to send your abstract and to be one of the published authors, I encourage you to do so. Keep in mind that these activities are funded by the European Union, so you don't have to pay for publishing, and you have an extreme visibility of your work. So I truly encourage you to use this opportunity that the European School Education Platform is offering. You have all the links, and they are working. I will also post them in the chat as soon as I close the presentation. I want to remind you that we are still looking for papers for our journal, for the journal of the group. So if you want to share something that's maybe not that sophisticated and not that scientifically correct than the ones you are submitting for the big platform, but you want to share with your peers, this is the place, and we would be more than glad to have your work. We have the serial number for the journal, so your work is going to be also recognized. Of course, that I have prepared the feedback form for today. Please tell us your thoughts about today's activity, and also you will receive the slides and the recording and the certificate of participation. And Mariapia and Cristina will receive the certificate as speakers. This was all from me. Let me just see if I can stop sharing. Maybe Cristina, you can click on stop sharing, because my computer is frozen, which hasn't happened.
I think I managed. Okay, I discovered I discovered I was sending all my links to the wrong part. I was putting them in the waiting room, so I managed to put now some links for the ambassador call, for the code week, for the study group. But if Emese send you my presentation, you will have all of them inside the presentation.
Okay. Now I have a mouse, and I hope that yeah, I can click on things. So I will try to resend the links if you didn't find them yet, but I think that they are all there. I think all of them except I don't know if the feedback form is there. Let me just share it once again, because that's important for you. And the link to the manuscripts for 2023. I will share the big document. You have there all the deadlines and all the topics you can work on, and I'm truly encouraging you to apply. It was a pleasure to have you both here. It was a pleasure to have 20 participants today. The recording is going to be available in the group, so you can rewatch it. I'm sure that if there are questions, Cristina and Mariapia will gladly answer now or after the event, when you start to discover the amazing platforms they were speaking about. And I'm sure that we will keep in touch as part of the group. It was an amazing day. It was an amazing chance to be today with all of you. Thank you for participating. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for inspiring. And if you want to address a few words before I close the recording, now is the time, ladies.
I will start because I see Mariapia has her mic closed. Thank you so much for inviting me. It was quality time together. And everybody, if you want to know more about all the activities, you can always contact me. You will find my contact details on the presentation, at the end of the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Cristina.
Very much. It's the same for me. I spent a pleasant time with Cristina. I know I discovered that Cristina and me have the same interest, because I recognize Cristina is involved in the Scientix video as me. My video is about the well-being in school, of course, and I am impressed by all you presented, Cristina. I know you are a great teacher, but you are involved in several amazing projects.
Thank you, you too. And we had a very nice project together about well-being.
Yes,
if you remember,
yes,
Strong
I remember.
School Bridges for Democracy.
Yes,
it was
I remember,
nice project.
I remember. Of
we
course,
had
of
a
course.
farewell party at the end of the project. It was great for my students.
Great, of course. Emese, I thinking about contacting you for the manuscript for contributing to the journal. But now I am in a hurry. I must go. I will send you and ask
Please get back for the details. I would be more than glad to share with you.
Thank you very much.
Even if you come from a little community, you here in eTwinning, you are actually part of a huge community. A community you try to grow by sharing, and I want to thank you for this availability, this disponibility to share. And I want to thank you and everyone for the time and for the eTwinning energy we have felt again and again and again. So until next time, keep on the great work on eTwinning and on Scientix.
See you soon again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.